Hello?
Hello, it's Mr. McTavish here from the school. You wanted to talk about how David is getting on at high school?
Yes, that's great. Yeah, we've just got a few concerns we wanted to discuss. Shall I just fire away?
Oh, we don't usually encourage militaristic and violent idioms, but yes, do proceed.
Right, okay. Right, we've seen on David's report that he hasn't been doing his homework in some subjects this term. Is that right?
Yes, in maths, English, history, geography, French, and science.
Oh, right, okay. We're wondering what the school have done about it. I mean, has he been put in detention? Has he been made to catch up the work at lunchtimes?
Well, we've kept full records of the work missed and informed you in his report.
Yeah, but is the school doing anything? What's the school done?
Well, we told you, so that we can work in partnership.
Right, okay, yeah. Well, we've been making him work for half an hour every evening, catching up and checking his jotters. But what's the school done?
We're continuing to monitor the situation.
I feel like we're doing your job for you. I mean, why don't you make him do the work at school?
We find that pupil attendance at detention is poor, so it doesn't really work.
Yeah, so what are you doing about that?
Well, it confirms to us that punishments don't work. So we're doing away with detention before the next school inspection.
So what's your plan to make sure pupils get their work done properly?
We're not really prioritising that currently, as we're expecting just to make up the exam grades again next year. If you want David to get a good grade, I suggest writing a stern letter to the school in April. If you say that she's... Sorry, forget that. So what's next?
Hang on, you said she. What's that? What are you on about?
Just slip of the tongue.
Right, okay. Right, another thing we wanted to talk about is we wanted to withdraw him from sex education. I mean, we've seen the materials, they're disgusting. But he came home last week with a colour picture of a woman's genitals to label. I mean, had you not got the message about him being withdrawn from those classes?
Yes, we got the message, but Davina said...
Who? Hang on, who? What? You said Davina.
Sorry, just have it. No, sorry, just a slip of the tongue. Yes, David overruled you, and he said he wants to go to those lessons anyway.
And you allow that?
The government allows it.
I mean, did he ask not to go to them?
No, we asked him. I said that he could overrule you and stay with his friends if he wanted to.
Right, okay. Well, moving on. Right, David came home the other day with a worksheet about white privilege. Now, we don't really buy that whole political philosophy, and we don't think the school should be indoctrinating children like this.
We quite understand your point of view.
Oh, good.
We explain to the learners that some people, especially older people, find it hard to understand concepts like white privilege. But that's fine, and we can just try to explain until it dawns on them.
No. It's not that I don't understand it. I do understand it, but disagree with it. It's a controversial view.
Have you ever discussed your racist views with Davina, David?
They're not racist views.
Well, thanks for disclosing this information to me. Let me just take a note of that for when I write to David's name person. Right. Are you aware that exposing a child to bigotry will soon be classed as child abuse? Anyway, what's next?
Right. So we understand that David's been seen a psychologist recently and has been diagnosed with a condition.
Yes, that's right.
We'd like to know what it is.
I'm afraid we can't tell you that because David is 12 years old, and when we asked him if he'd like to keep it all secret from his parents, he said yes.
Right. Okay, one last thing. Every time we say David should help with the dishes, he refuses, saying that he's been taught at school that he's got the right to leisure time. Is that right?
Absolutely. Article 31 of the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child.
But he's just been lazy.
A right is a right. We must campaign against human rights violations wherever they occur.
Right, Right, okay, I see. Right, is it human rights compliance for me to make him work for 30 minutes every night?
It depends
On what?
on whether David wants leisure time instead.
Right, okay. Is it okay to insist that he goes to school? Or does the right to leisure time overrule that as well?
I'm not really sure. Look, I need to go now, but it's been very helpful to have this discussion. As John Sweeney says, partnership with parents is at the heart of all we do. Goodbye.